Power is having control, authority, influence, the ability to speak, and the willingness to listen. Privilege is a set of unearned beliefs or rights given to a group of people, but not the majority. The three areas of privilege that affect me that I want to introduce are linguistic privilege, white privilege, and Christian privilege. I can comfortably talk using my first discourse without being questioned, and I have never had the experience of being told to speak real English. I don't feel pressure to change how I talk. Any standardized tests I have had to take are designed in a way that I understand and accurately show what I know. Linguistic privilege gives convenience. It is important to work against this privilege because everyone should be able to speak in their primary discourse without feeling the need to eliminate the differences in their speech or language in order to simply fit a mold to be like everyone else. As I shop for children's books, I see an abundance of characters of my race who look like me, and when I need a band-aid, there's always the flesh-colored ones that match my skin. When I fail or make a mistake, I don't expect that to be attributed to my whiteness, and when I make accomplishments, I expect it to be a personal success, not a win for my race. My white privilege allows me to feel represented. It is important to work against this privilege because all cultures and races should be well represented throughout society, not just a dominant one. Nobody should have to feel like they need to speak for their race or like their success or failure speaks for their race. When I talk about my faith, I don't have to worry about how others might react when they hear about what I believe. I don't have to fear for myself or my loved one's safety if people at school or work hear about my religion. My citizenship will likely not be questioned, and my background will probably not be investigated due to my religion. My Christian privilege gives me comfort. It is important to work against this privilege because all religions should be treated with respect, not with hate or fear. Holding a certain religious belief should not be the deciding factor that determines whether one is questioned or pulled aside for things such as checking citizenship. This will influence my teaching in practical ways because my students may be coming from very diverse backgrounds. It is important to make sure that the classroom is a safe place where privilege isn't perpetuated but rather brought to a point where students can work towards equity within the classroom environment, because when one person is experiencing privilege, it means that many are not. While many of these privileges have occurred in my own life, I will have to make a conscious decision and ongoing effort to not carry them into my classroom and therefore into my students' lives.